My name is Kenneth Joroge. I was born in 1939 and I live in the village just near Alliance High School. My father, he was called Timan Gitau. He was the first class, the pioneer class of Alliance High School, which started in 1926. And his admission number is 10, number 10. And I remember his mother, who was my grandmother, used to tell me how he would take some maize or beads, because those days, though the fee was very little, but it was very, very difficult for his parents to raise that money.
Yeah, my name is Evanson Kamau Gashoka from Togoto, and I am a chaplain at Kikuyu Hospital and Kikuyu Law Courts, and I've got a lot of interest in the mission area history, and the information that I'm giving is got from what we call the Kikuyu News, which was a magazine that was started in 1910, which was quarterly, and it used to give the progress and the work that was going on in the mission area. It was being printed in Scotland and then shipped here for every quarter. Yeah.
It wasn't very easy for a child to go to school those early days. In fact, the authorities, well, usually the church, had to force families to offer somebody to go to school. You see, my grandfather had 3, 4, 5 children. In fact, he would donate. The boy probably was not good at looking after cattle, you see, to go to school.
I think from the culture of Alliance High School, where the students were expected to be excellent in character building and services. This was a way of interacting with the community around the school, and they were sort of giving back to the community by going to schools to teach Sunday school, and even they used to visit the hospitals, and particularly even during the holidays. We used to have students working in Kikuyu Hospital, and even on Sundays, and even they used to go to visit the old people's home, clean there, wash their clothes, interact with them. So actually Alliance has been a blessing to the community around here. You know, by that time, they were not young people like yourself. They were big boys.
The school, or the church, tried to, influence the students as much as possible. I remember during my days in primary schools here, every Sunday, in every primary school around here, we used to have a group of students from Alliance teaching Sunday school.
I, being a product of students of Alliance High School who were teaching Sunday school during my days in my primary and intermediate course, where the first African principal, Mr. Githaiga, the late Mr. Githaiga, was my Sunday school teacher. During those days, they used to go far and wide. They used even to go to Rodegete, Rodemeto, all the areas, quite a distance. Because by that time, during our time in school, you'd rather have failed to go to school, but not failed to go to Sunday school on Sunday. You would get a thorough punishment if you failed to turn up for Sunday school.
And they would go very far. Some of them would go up to Keno. So that way, the character of these students would build so that they become Christians as well. Yeah. Because of the culture of the school and what they were trying to guide these students on, they were also trained to take over services in the public service, you see, and even in political area. You had people like Mzee Ogiga Odiga in that school.
In the first cabinet of the late President Jomo Kenyatta, we had 9 ministers out of 15 who were alumni of Alliance High School. So it has carried itself the excellence, the character building, the services to the community. Actually, you should consider yourself blessed when you are in Alliance High School, because it's a school where it has retained its culture right from the foundation. When these missionaries were meeting, their intention was to start a united church. But remember, these missionaries were from different countries in Europe. So actually there were different cultures, there were different understanding of the religion. So when they started in Kavirondo area in Nyanza, they didn't agree, so they came up in Kikuyu in 1913. And then out of the meeting of 1913, this is where the idea of starting a native advanced institution started. And it started because the land was available here. Land was available here. And already the mission was really established here. You could not have compared it with the one at Nyanza, or the one at the coast, or the one at Kibwezi, because Kibwezi was not favorable. Quite a number of them lost their lives. So this station was stable. They were given the land, and the Alliance High School stands on that land today. It's a school where it has retained its culture right from the foundation. There is no Alliance Boys High School in Kenya. There is only Alliance High School. Why? Because in 1944, we had a girl by the name Joan Wambui Gitau as a girl. She joined Alliance High School. In 1945, we had Sarah. In 1945, we had Margaret Kenyatta. In 1946, we had Mercy. And then it continues. So when the Alliance Girls High School was started in 1948, it was started with 15, with an enrollment of 15 girls, inclusive of the girls from Alliance High School. So that is why we can never call Alliance High School Alliance Boys, because we are insulting those girls that were there.
When you have an opportunity of being in a good institution like that, you aim at least to exploit this chance you have so that you can be a successful person in your life, even when you will be as old as I am.